Yo, what's up, everybody? It's another Pixel Tale live stream, and today we're going to be showing off the workshop. So it
Other
is
stuff.
August 31st, and we're going to get the ball rolling. We've got actually like 3,000 things to show off. We've been working on so much, but here we go. Macklin,
Yeah.
get away.
Okay. Gonna be a lot of talking and showing. So we've been working on a lot of things. But on this stream, we're going to show off the global chat, workshop, emotes. Got some teleporters and launch pads that Mike made. Some smooth dirt changes. To show off some arcade progress. Another thing that we've been working on that we haven't actually announced because we didn't want to announce it until we made sure it worked. And then talk about the summer update a little bit and kind of what that was going to entail. And some new items. Anyways, let's get right into it. The first thing is we'll show off the global chat. So don't really have like a demo for it, so we're just gonna I'll just walk you through
Yeah.
what the changes are. So I'll pull it up.
All right. I'm up in the main menu. Is that good enough?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So the global chat is kind of like this name for a massive chat overhaul. The chat like box has been completely redesigned. It's got tabs now. It's got two different modes, global and local, and announcements. And I'll go through those real quick. But global is global chat, so like it's available in the menu, as you can see. I've got a little workshop debug thing here, but if I say something like hi, this is sent across the whole of the game. See, Caboose is in the menu here too. So we can talk to each other in the menu. And there's Will. And so I can, click on these people, I can find them, I can add friend requests and all that stuff too. And we're in completely different servers. So I can like load up the condo and I'll see this chat as well. That's what global is. Local is what's in the server you're in only. So if like you're in a condo, you use local chat. And of course, you can local chat in the menu, but talking to yourself. The announcements is for like special things that happen, like if someone wins a jackpot, or if maybe someone gets a cosmic cat sack. There's a couple things that we haven't like yet really done. We'll probably add more announcements later on, but there is one announcement that we do have, which I'll show you. Let's see, how would I do this? Boost, can you just load up your smooth dirt and
Sure.
make sure it's public? All right, so this is a different type of announcement. It's called a game announcement. You see how now it's in the announcements tab? It's also printed in the global chat. You can actually disable that if you want. There is all sorts of settings here. You can disable global chat completely, but you can also disable game invites so that they would only show up in the announcements tab. So they don't bother you. But they'll always be there. So I know Caboose just entered his smooth dirt and see he's talking there. So now I can just click this button and it'll join directly into his smooth dirt. This works with all game worlds. It works with condos. It works with, I'm pretty sure it works with the playground as well, but it works with condos and game worlds. So if someone starts up a mini golf server and they set it to public, they can see that in the chat, and then you can quickly join them.
It's pretty sweet.
It is very sweet. So with that as well, there is behind the scenes a big moderation overhaul too. I do want to mention that. If someone is bothering you, because this is global chat now, we do moderate global chat because it's across the whole entire game. We don't moderate local chat. We do moderate global chat. If someone says something bad, like Caboose here, you can go ahead and click on him, and we've added this new feature where you can report people. Hopefully it actually loads. I think my browser crashed. Happens sometimes with Steam. Pull it up.
Oh,
Oh no, there it
Steam.
goes. It's very slow. Anyways, it will open up a panel, and then you'll click sign in because it needs to know what Steam account you are. If you use the overlay, it'll automatically log you. And so then I can put a report reason, mean person, and report it. And then this will be sent to us, and we have like an entire backend system where we can see all the reports and the chat and all that good stuff. And then we decide what we're gonna do with that. Um, we don't typically like do bans, but if you do get banned, it will show up and you won't be able to chat. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what global chat is in a nutshell. It allows us to do a bunch of other things that we still haven't really like explored yet. The game invites things is a good example. Game invites is really the fact that I can just join someone um, from the chat. We'll eventually have other things like parties and any other like events that we want to have people send across, of course. But right now we've just got that basic stuff. It's pretty cool. And so local chats just local. So just typing here. And when you do local chat as well, it tells you your location like in the map. It doesn't do that in global chat. See, I'm on platform. That way you don't lose that. And if you go back to the global chat, because I have local chat enabled also on global chat, I can see these local messages. It's just so I don't lose them in case I want to stay in the global chat tab. So it's a big, huge overhaul to the whole chat system and it should help people connect with each other.
It'll make the game seem much, much more lively.
Yeah.
There'll be lots and lots of stuff going on.
I did see some questions, which will probably not. This stream is going to be a lot, so we probably won't have questions at the end of the stream. So go ahead and just ask questions as we go along. There was someone just asked about reporting users. Don't worry that if someone's reporting users constantly, we also have moderation for that too. So if someone's like abusing the report system, we have a system in place for that as well to make sure people can't abuse the report system. So don't abuse the report system. Be friendly to people, and good. I guess well we're in flat grass, so I might as well mention that you don't
Flat
flat
grass, what's
grass. I should
that?
say that smooth dirt. I've been saying flat grass recently. Um, in smooth dirt, since we're here, I guess I might as well just push this forward. There
Oh,
was
that's
some
fine.
very quick change to the smooth dirt. Actually, I can't show because you're the editor. You can change the floor, smooth dirt. Not doing it. Doing changing it. No, not that one. The actual floor. The grass. The reason why it's smooth dirt. There you
Oh
go.
god.
What texture did you set? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, so yeah, you can do that, and then you can also change this platform too to when you hit reset on both of it and go to the platform, you can set it to grass as well. We added grass as a material, so you can just make this all grass. Not doing Jesus, it takes so long.
I didn't know where it was.
Jeez. All right. As you probably also noticed, there's some different models here, and that's what the workshop stuff is. Kind of walking around here. So I'm gonna go right into that. Yes. So workshop has been progressing really well. We are pretty close to getting it released. We've got player models working here. You can see this is using the dinosaur model. Most of the models we're using right now are made by Tanuki. Like he imported them in for us
Oh
to test. But they're
god.
not actually our models, of course. And okay. So Workshop changes a lot of things. You can be any player model you want now, and you can load it in. So I'm going to kind of walk you through that real quick. And then I'll walk you through the editor real quick and how that works too. So let's see. I don't like this model. So one thing that we've changed with the menu is you can see what people's models they're using directly in the scoreboard. So Caboose here, he's using the Dave model, and Will's using this weird freak of nature, and I can go ahead and say I don't like this model, and then I can block it. Just like that, it's really easy. I don't want to see this model anymore. I just click and it's gone. And then I can unclick and it'll come back. Well, eventually it's a long model. And then I can also block people from using workshop models altogether. If I have a person that I just really don't like because they're loading models that are just terrible, I can block this person too. And that's a really nice feature with the workshop because I don't really like that model. Go ahead and block it. Setting models is really easy, as you can tell. It happens in real time. It happens dynamically, and it downloads dynamically. And you don't have to disconnect the server. You can always stay in the server. So we've added a new way to do this. It's kind of work in progress still, just because I'm trying to figure out some things with the UI. But if you hold C now, this has been changed. It used to be just nothing, I believe, actually, if you're not the host. And if you are the host, it would show like condo tools. But now there's a little action menu. And so you've got a couple options here. So I'm going to click the workshop player model because I want to set a workshop model. I don't have one. So go ahead and click that, and then it'll give you a list of the entire workshop. And so there's a nice little browser. You can sort it by certain things. You can sort it by tag, memes, if you like. You can sort it by trending, publish date, top voted, all that stuff. We got all those features. And you can find your uploads, the models that you've uploaded, and then also favorited. So I have this model favorited. So it's got all these nice features. And of course you can vote things up and all that stuff and see who. Currently it's just me though. I'm gonna go ahead and I like this model Dave, so I'm just gonna click on it. And that's pretty much all you need to do. It's all handled for you, all behind the scenes. So I clicked Dave and it just loads it up and displays it for everyone to see. And that's really it. There's really not much else to it. And this works with items as well. So we have right now working player models and working items. And I'll show you how the import process works too a little, but I won't go too technical because I'm going to make a couple more videos later, like we release this for workshop creators, so you can create models. As for, well, there was one question. When you download these models, it is handled by Steam, and they have like some sort of mechanism that like will over time delete like models you haven't used in a while. So it will handle all the download stuff for you. So, and you can manually delete them too. It's not really gonna like be a big issue. And also you can completely disable Workshop if you are like worried about bandwidth. It's completely disabled right here in the settings. And then of course I can block models here as well and in players. That's all in the setting. As for another question was like if you can block certain categories. We were talking about this and not yet, but soon. You'll be able to filter out like workshop models that are tagged a specific way. Because that would be nice. Manage completely how what you see. It's gonna be a little crazy. And when you're using a workshop model, it will show what you're using when you hold C, and then you can just click this and remove it. It's really simple. That's pretty much how it works. There is a couple other things though. Let me see. Workshop creators can also resize workshop models. So if they have a model that's like it's a short person, you can actually like go in as a creator and resize it. So this model I have gone in and I've resized it. I said this is going to be a really, really short person. So I made it as small as I can, and it just knows how to do it. So it kind of works like the potion system, but it automatically applies for workshop. So you can make workshop models that are big and small and all that stuff. Not too big though. We generally don't want it to go too big because then there's issues with like and stuff. Workshop stuff also only is enabled in player models don't cost any units. I was just reading. They do not cost any units to use. We don't want to make a system where player models cost money. So you can just switch to any player model that's available to workshop. So whoever has uploaded anything up. So like if I wanted to be Rayman, that someone uploaded, do that. And it's not going to cost anything. There is a poly limit on the models and stuff like that too. So let me pull in to how this all works real quick. Disconnect from the server. And then I'll show off items too, because I can't show it off in it's conduit. So in this update, the 0600, when this comes out, there'll be another button here, menu, and you can just click it. It's the workshop editor. So it's a little editor that's in the game. You can do everything. Everything's in this editor. So you don't have to touch any like external tools or anything when working with Workshop. So I've got my player model here. When you're using the editor, you can see what you've uploaded. So I've uploaded all these models, and I can like click on them and edit them. You know, maybe I want to make it a different model now, or maybe I want to change the name or the description or the image or tags. You can do that pretty easily. That's what the my uploads tag is. And then you can also like download and preview things. Like I don't know. And this is what everyone will be. So you can see and test all your workshop creations. So to create stuff though, because I've already done it, you go to the My Imports tab, and there's an import button. We will provide a rig for people to use, and you'll rig to it, and we'll have like tutorials for all this. There's like a little button here that can go to the guide and everything. But you basically rig to it and then just import it. And so I've got a couple models already here ready to import. So I'll probably just import Dave again though. It's pretty simple. You just import and then it goes ahead and does it. Then you can see information on the process of the import. Tell you all the information about everything on the model you would ever need. And then the other things that you can edit is like game specific stuff. So like I want to make him that good stuff, and then hat offsets, which is still work in progress, but that should be ready by the first release. You'll be able to adjust hat offsets for each workshop model. So let's say I like this Dave. I can just go ahead and upload him. It's pretty easy. When you import, you just kind of have a list of all the models you've already imported, and you just hit upload on it. Just be like Dave shorter, and we'll select an image. Let's use that one. It's human. I make this available to everyone, and then you just click upload. Does its stuff. You know, it's just Steam. It's gonna wait. Okay, and so it uploaded the Steam, and then you can just click here to view it. Which takes a while for this thing to update here. And there it is. It's on Workshop. Dave, but shorter. And you can delete Workshop stuff from here. I mean, this is pretty standard Workshop stuff with. If you've ever been familiar with Workshop on Steam, just delete it, and you can do all the stuff that you want to do. But now people can use it. So check your uploads, and there he is. Go, done. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple things you gotta watch out for, but we'll explain that in a more like thorough thing, not on a stream. I do want to show off items though here too. Do you have working items as well?
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Mac, are you there? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My cat literally ripped the cord out of my microphone and just destroyed everything on my hardware, so apologize for that.
Oh. That's... Wow.
So yeah. Anyways, apparently you bump just a tiny bit of the USB and it's just gone. Let me come back here. Alright. So apologize again. You'll have to make like 2 YouTubes. Sorry. You'll have to
I'll
edit
figure
it
it
too.
out.
You'll figure it out. Okay, so what was I doing? Items, right. So another thing that we have finished with Workshop is custom furniture. So right now it's just like static furniture. So I've actually imported this model. This is from Gmod Tower for Independence Day once. And then I got some other ones here that I've imported already. Just models that I've made before. The import process is pretty easy too. So it's actually easier than player models because you don't have to rig anything. I've got a couple, oh no, it's doing that. I got a couple models here already. So I'm gonna go ahead and import something that I haven't imported yet. And it's an SMD. So it supports FPX, DAE, OBJ, and SMD. Of course, I prefer DAE just because you can edit like the path of the textures and stuff. But SMD works really well too. And path. I have this as an SMD because that's when I made it. Source. So it imported it, and you can see it here, but it's like a little short. You can use the editor to kind of, there's little buttons that you can see, I guess. But there's buttons down here that allow me to like toggle off things, toggle off the grid. I have this player height ruler thing, very simple ruler. And so obviously it's not really tall enough. So you can change the scale within scale. Save it, and just like player models, you can go ahead and upload it. Cut out. So I don't know. Screw it. It's a electronics.
Electronic.
You can only select a certain amount of tags, just so people don't like click every single thing, because you need to be specific. So actually, I should probably be more accurate. And go ahead and upload. And it uploads. Now that it's uploaded, we go also to my see it's a cutout. I actually don't know if for items. I'm not going to do that just yet. Everything's kind of really work in progress still. Let's go back and I'll show you how. So you guys can join my condo here.
Hi.
My condo to show that it's also working. Okay. Game has audio. Audio completely busted.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
A total no.
Oh.
Oh well.
That's okay. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah. So said work in progress. There's no icons for things. But basically you can place down, there's 2 types of workshop item right now. Place down a furniture item, and it works kind of like the canvas, but it's workshop. You place down this little box and edit it, browse it, and the browser is context sensitive, so it knows that I'm browsing items. So it's only going to show items and not player models. So let's say I want 4th of July. Click it, and then there it goes, pops in, and you can drag it around just like a regular item. go. Now, of course, you can do also this other type, which is the physics item. Get up. It's another type. So that uploaded this one. This is what I just uploaded.
Oh my
Download.
god. There he is.
Downloaded faster for you than me.
Oh, Caboose knocked it over.
There you go. All right. So now this
Ah,
physics object. Awesome.
yay. Just like good old times.
Good
Old
time.
times.
So yeah, you can just make any static object. There are like limits and polygon limits, but other than that, yeah, you can pretty much anything. You can make it physics. Of course, this is the condo item. The condo host decided to place it down as a physics object. They don't have to. So there's two different types of items. And maybe if I don't want him to be picked up, I can use this version instead. So now it's actually like, of course, people. There was one thing that we were worried about was like, oh, what if people like upload things? We won't allow you guys to upload like our models, something, unless it's been modified or something.
You mean
But
like stuff that's already in the game?
stuff that's already in the game, we kind of won't really like that. It's not modified. If you like modify something that we have in our game, that's totally can't be the same, and then
Yeah.
kind of just bypassing it. But you do have tools as a viewer of a condo to find out if they have a legit item. So if this is a blender, hover over it and see it's a blender. Hover over this and it says workshop. So you know if someone's like, oh, look at me, I got the best trophy in the world. No, you just grab a different workshop. Actually earn. There's tools like that.
Mm.
We'll have some more tools like that in the future. Show how genuine items are and get a good mixture of like workshop and another workshop model. Let's see. So on the initial release, items will just basically be about like this right now. Eventually, there will be all sorts of new features, like custom items, colorable. Maybe like want to make this colorable. The editor will be updated over time to add these features. I have a couple of features already planned. The next editor update, I'm gonna make textures better because right now importing textures is kind of like it has to be the exact path on your hard drive. Otherwise, I want to make it so you can override that and also allow you to adjust like maybe this is a piece of metal, maybe I want to make that more metal like. We'll have features for that, and then custom items like just mentioning, you'll be able to have like maybe you want this item to emit a sound when you press E on it or something. Those are ideas we have, actually quite a few. Maybe you want to make a lamp or something. We'll update the editor to allow you to do these things. And another like thing that is still being worked on too is like custom wearables. An idea we had. So maybe you want to make your own hat, or something. Thinking about exposing that.
Jesus.
And
Oh my god.
on over there. And yeah. Oh right. Of course, since it's an item, you can also like copy it as well. The copycat kind of it's a bit to pop in, right? But you scale them. Just work just like items. Yeah. I think it's been a long time coming. A lot of work. I think this is a lot of things for the game.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty excited to see what people think about this and how they use the tool and what things they create. It's going to be really exciting. And like I said, we're going to try to support people as best as we can, creators and also players. Make this as easy as possible. Add as many features as we can to fun and enjoyable for both people. That's it with working off right now.
Do you want to show emotes at some point too?
Yeah. So
All right.
is it cutting in and out? Hold on. See what I can.
You're fine for me.
It's only doing it on the stream.
Okay.
It kind of like
Is
fades
that
out.
better, or is it still fading out? I wonder if it's like a filter setting I have. Is that better? I think so. It looks like it's picking me up more, but it keeps fading out a little bit. Oh, okay, it's apparently better. Yeah, sorry about that. Audio is like the hardest thing to do on any stream. It's ridiculous. It's like always like a curse.
It either works or it doesn't.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me do that. Oh yeah, so let's show the other thing off. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also in this update, we're rolling out the first release of emotes. So, Jesus, well, he just went right for it. What is with your hat? You need to fix your hat. So emotes are little animations you can play. We've got a couple here. They're all very work in progress. Chill Dance is made by Alex, our new animator, and he'll be adding more. All the rest are kind of like have been there before. We just haven't ever accessed them, and they'll probably be replaced. So don't get too happy with the rest of them. But Chill Dance is here to stay. And I believe he's working on a bunch of other animations right now. Like he's working on a ton of dance animations. And there's a few that we haven't actually put in the game yet. So we'll be adding to this list. So let me just kind of work. So there's two different types of emotes. There's a little infinity sign next to the ones that are different. And this UI will be improved over time too. We just wanted to get this out so you guys can like have emotes like as soon as possible. But the sit has a little infinity sign, and that means it will always be sitting until I decide I want to get up. So this
It's a
emote
loop.
will just keep looping. Yeah. And then of course, there's sleep, which kind of looks like you died, but you're sleeping too. Like I said, we'll have adjustments to all this, and there's layback, you chill, and then there's waiting, so you can wait for people. They're taking too long, and I'll just sit there and be annoyed with people. And then yeah, there's all sorts of other ones like golf drive. We'll probably end up doing some more like advanced emotes, and we were thinking about making maybe some of them hidden and stuff like that. We've got some ideas there. And let's see, Fireball is kind of like a test of like emotes and effects and stuff, because you can do effects with emotes. And then there's Chill Dance, which will keep going. You'll keep dancing until you stop. Yeah. So it's pretty
All
cool.
right.
Of course, they work with Workshop too. Obviously, that's pretty obvious. But we had to code that in to make it work. So let's see what else was. What's the other one that was like so ridiculous? Oh yeah, that one's kind of sad. It's like I just give up.
Oh.
Oh. Well, since I'm in the map, we'll show off something that Mike's been eager to show, but he wants to make another video too to show it off even more. But he's got some items here. So Caboose, we're gonna show off the teleporter stuff. Where are you? I really need to get the audio work though.
Right
So
here.
Right there.
let me restart the game real quick, like 2 seconds, so the audio works, because it's kind of sad. Because I want to hear some sounds.
It's half the experience.
It's pretty sad without it. Let me move it. Boot it up again.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm still not hearing anything. Oh, there we go. That's the noise.
God. Oh.
There we go. Okay. I hop back in my condo. Hopefully that's not too loud for people, but at least you can hear it. I might turn it down. Alright. So, Mike's been working on transportation items that people have been suggesting for a long time. And the first one here is teleporters. So now you can have teleporters in your condo, and I don't know where this takes me, but oh, never mind. I guess I just
Interesting.
Oh no, I just messed that up. Yeah. So you can teleport now finally, and you can set these up. They're pretty easy to work with. Mike made it really nice. So you just edit it, and you can actually like just adjust the target. There's actually I'll have to like show you it. There's a little target up there, and you can see it right there. And you can also like say, well, I want it to teleport somewhere else. So you can position yourself where you want it, and then there. And now I'll teleport right there. You're not a basketball. That's not gonna work.
Oh.
Where's the basketballs? Where'd you put them
There's
all?
one up here. Found
What
one.
is it doing up there?
I don't know.
Nice.
Oh.
It
Oh, there
bounced.
it goes.
So yeah, you can do really cool things with this. There's also another option. So like, let's say you have, you know, kind of a complex setup, but you don't want like people accidentally stepping on a teleporter. You can also click this button here called Ask Permission. And when they step on here, they can just click E to teleport instead of touching. That way, when you have like really complex condos with lots of teleporters, or maybe you want to put like a canvas or something to say, hey, press this teleporter to go here, you can do that. So that's really neat. And that's one of two of the transportation items right now. So you can place these anywhere in your condo and set them up and all that good stuff. And of course, you know, they work with physics and stuff. Oops, that's not physics.
That's not physics.
That's not physics. We already threw the Obama thing in, so whatever. It goes like the physics goes with the direction that I shot it. So if you see, so I gotta line it up. There you go. Jesus Christ.
Oh, classic.
Give me that.
It never gets old.
So another transportation item that Mike's been working on is the launch pads. And so that's this thing. They're pretty cool. Just like the teleporter, you can edit it pretty much the same, but this time it shows like a path. You actually check it on so it always shows the path, so you know your condo like friends can see where it's going before they go, or you can just trick them. So we kind of have this little contraption here, where that gets thrown over there, which gets thrown over there, which gets thrown over there. Oh no, it missed! Who broke the contraption? There we go.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What is happening?
Yeah, they're kind of teleporting all over the place right now. So yeah, those go into that, and then they go somewhere. Where do they go? Over here. So yeah, you can make some really cool things. I'm not very inventive. I just kind of throw things all over the place. But you could make a lot of other cool things, probably.
Sometimes that's all you need. You just gotta throw things around.
What happened to the cutout? Or the hammer? There we go. Just chuck that into wherever it goes. Oh. Jeez. Anyways, so yeah, transportation items are now a thing, and that will be in the workshop update as well. And Mike will probably have more information. He's gonna make a video for it and a little teaser explaining a little more about it. and still probably update it. Oh yeah, and you can color them too. Imagine that. So you can have different colors. You can even have it have no effect if you want, by just setting the color to nothing. So pretty neat. It's pretty exciting. Finally, you can teleport people around in your condos. And you can resize these too. So you can make them really, really big or really, really small. I think actually though, if you make them too small, only little people can go in there. So you're gonna have to like resize yourself here.
That's too small.
Hold on, I gotta. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Amazing.
Only gonna work. Only gonna work. Be really careful. What is it? Let's reset that. All right. So yeah, that is the teleporters and launch pads. I guess we go to the other thing, huh?
Yeah. The other thing.
So with this
What's
update,
amazing?
kind of going with the global chat idea, we wanted to also make it easier for people to find other people to play games. Yes, you've got the like little chat message now, but we wanted to change things up a little bit. So we talked about how we're going to do this and how we do matchmaking, and we kind of had the idea that we already have matchmaking, but it's just kind of been hidden away, like tucked away in the lobby. So we've decided that we're going to make a kind of a major change to the structure of the lobby by taking the game world ports out of the lobby. And this also is something we haven't announced because we didn't want to like say we're doing this and then it didn't work out or we didn't like
yeah,
it.
I guess we haven't announced it yet.
So this is the unannounced thing that we tweeted about. So let me show you. So we popped the ports out of the plazas and we made it into one server with lots of players so that you can matchmake very quickly. So in the main menu, there's a new button here. It's OBS now. Hello? Why? Why is this happening? It's the most, no, even the default one broke. Hold on. Hello? Desktop audio? Yeah, but desktop one's not. Yeah, I know, I'm back. Jeez.
You can probably just do the rest of it without.
Game audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the game audio is really required anymore.
Yeah, I guess so. So I don't know where I cut off, but I'll start back here. What is audio? Hold on. Let's try this.
Well, they can't hear me now, apparently.
I fixed it.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Wow. Wonderful. Okay, so I don't know where I cut off, but I'll explain. Again, we decided to pop off the plaza, or the game ports from the plaza. So let me go back here. On the main menu, there's now a new button called Join Matchmaking, and it'll allow you to connect to a global game world ports. So this is accessible by every plaza, so you'll always be able to find people to matchmake with. So if you wanted to say, you want to play Little Crusaders with people and you can't find anyone, you could, of course, spam the chat, but that would be really annoying. So instead, now you can join the matchmaking, and just click it. And then it'll join the Global Game Worlds ports server. And we're trying to make it as quick as possible, so we'll load as fast as we can. and then you'll be able to immediately connect with people who are interested in playing games right now. So then this is just the game ports, and you can go, maybe you want to play Virus with people, and so you'll be in this like global game ports, and that'll work as well as from the plazas. So when you're in a plaza, which I'll go show that too, you can join this as well. So it's also connected to that. So when you leave it, the current game world ports has a little teleporter. If you go down that teleporter now, it'll take you back to your last plaza, your last visited plaza, and it will tell you what that is. Before you jump in, it'll actually tell you what plaza you were last in. So if you were like, oh yeah, I don't remember if I was coming from New York or not, it'll tell you that, yeah, you were last in New York. So if you jump in here, it'll take you there. So that way you can just know immediately where you're going. Let me get in there. Yeah, so you can go straight from the plaza to the game port to the game world, and then from the game world it'll take you back to the game ports by default. And you can also like I think we were thinking about having it so you can also like change that in the settings. Maybe you prefer to go back to the plaza or your condo or something like that. But for now it takes you back to the game ports because it's the quickest thing, and that way it keeps people who are playing games constantly playing games until they don't want to. So this is the summer update plaza, by the way, so I'm just gonna walk by a few things here. But yeah, so here's the game port, and then you just hop in here, and then it'll ask you if you want to travel there, and pretty quickly loads you in, and then you can connect with people again and play games. So that is accessible by all the lobbies. We are talking about like expanding this if it works out. It's kind of like a little bit of an experiment. We want to see how it goes. And if it goes well, we'll expand on this idea. But now that we have like a big global chat thing, everyone from the condos can talk to these people here, and everyone from the lobbies can talk to people here. So if Will's in the game ports and I'm in a lobby, I can see if he's in the game ports. So that's really nice. We have a lot of, like, we bridged the communication completely. Game worlds, check it out. Yeah, well, I'm in the game worlds. I need to go back to the lobby. So yeah, see, it says official dev test server. So let me hop back in, and then it'll take me back. So yeah, this makes it so that if you want to find people play, you don't have to like load into the plaza, which is a very huge and long, lengthy process. You can now just load directly into a very quick game area and be able to see people. Yeah, there you go. Who are also interested in playing games, and then immediately play games with them. So that's kind of like the new thing that we're working on, and we're excited to see how that changes the game, and hopefully that helps people find people. Yeah. So trying to bridge all the like connections that we have. There's a lot of servers going on, a lot of people all in different places, so we're hoping that this will help kind of bridge that. I can find Caboose. Play Virus if we wanted to, but we're not going to, are we? We don't have time.
We don't.
We gotta move on to the next thing. Jeez. Alright. I'm closing this real quick. I think I'm done actually with the end game. Oh, I did want to show the mini games for the summer update stuff, but I think it's just best that we just release them, to be honest, and just let people experience them. There's some new mini games that will happen in the plaza now that just are just more themed for just anytime use instead of, oh, it's snowball battle or something. We have other ones like balloon shoot and target blast or something like that. And then there's like fruit frenzy or something. Yeah, that's what it was. It's been a bit since we've touched on the mini games, so we'll probably keep adding more and more mini games to the plaza and activities for people to do. So we also want to make that really fun and enjoyable, but there's no point in showing it because they're really quick and just really simple games. It just might as well you just play them. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my game now. And Josh has been working on new items. Some of them are going to come out in this update, and some he's still working on. So let me just pull it up and kind of walk around in this. Hold on. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, on top of all the workshop stuff, Josh has been working on items in the background while we've been working on workshops. So he's been doing all these new items. So he's got these bleachers. You've got like this pallet. You've got like a step ladder. You got a little fondue thing, which is colorable. You can make it gross or radioactive or white chocolate, I guess. Maybe it's strawberry. Yeah. And then you got.
You haven't had any green chocolate before?
Ooh, cheese. There you go. It's just cheese now.
Yep.
And then we got all these new little kitchen stuff. These are all individual items. A little chemical bottle here. And then he's got here a little honeycomb shelf. And you can like stack them next to each other. And then you got this big shelf. And then of course you got this guy here. And then you got the little podium now with a little microphone. And a little adjustable microphone, which I think is not adjustable just yet, but you can color it. And then you got a little school thing, so little school desk and chair. And then you got some bar stuff. He's been adding all these bar items. So you got a bar stool, you got a big cabinet thing. I don't know, I'm thinking bar counter, I guess. I'm losing my mind. Moonshine, you got magic juice, you got wine, you got all sorts of drinkable stuff now. Lots of new things you can drink. And then you've got this. And then you got like a kettle and a little teacup. And then we've got like this table over here with all these seats. And yeah, these are all drinkable, but not right now yet. I think he just wanted to make the models first. And I think he wanted to like make some other things too with these, so they're not finished yet, so it's pretty cool. And then he has all these flags. They're all canvas flags as well. So you got like this side flag here, you got this one that's on the wall, you got these are number input things. You like have some dynamic numbers. Maybe you wanna say you got 15 or something. You've got this canvas flags that actually are like flags basically. I need a canvas picture. Someone give me a canvas flag or something, like I don't know. It's not offensive, please. Like, do you have one, Caboose? I'm gonna look up SpongeBob if you don't.
No, I got one.
I'm literally looking up SpongeBob. You slow me
Alright.
down. Just give me one. It's too late.
On it.
Okay,
Oh,
you can go ahead and do it. Oh, I think I can't edit these right now. No, I need to be able to edit them. Oh, well, they can do this one. Oh, because I think they're broken in this version. That probably doesn't work either now. Okay, so they're still work in progress. Well, that was a sad thing. Anyways, there's also some other canvas types. There's like these floor mat stuff, which I probably can make into SpongeBob, which I will now. There we go. That's much better. I just wanted that, alright? Just wanted that image.
It's your condo.
It's technically not mine. And then there's some other items over here. We got this sedan. I'm having a stroke. And nice. Can I make that smaller? Oh no. What I do? I'm playing with things I shouldn't be playing in the editor.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay. And then you got fuel pumps, and then you got another. Oh, here we go. Now I can make this. Oh no, I can't either. Damn. And then you got these other ones. So these are all like work in progress items that are gonna come out too. I'm not sure if they're all gonna come out immediately. They're just gonna be coming out as things go. And there's also these fences over here, which you can use. So yeah. Oh, all right. And this. There's also glass. So you can edit the glass, and you can make it opaque, translucent. You can do all that stuff. You can color it. So you can also place glass now. And I think one thing is left on this, so you can expand it to make it different sizes. Right now it's kind of just like a single glass glass sign. Sorry. And then there was another thing, but let me pull off for a second to do that. I need to actually spawn it here. That is also being worked on. I really want to show real quick, and then we're gonna show arcade.
A lot of neat items coming.
So many.
So many items. Too many items, you might say.
Is there?
Or
Such.
maybe there's not enough.
No, there's really never enough. Okay,
Oh,
here.
boy.
So another thing that we're working on is canvas walls, and it's like a canvas wall that you can expand to any length you want, and that is something that we're working on too. So you guys can make gigantic structures a lot easier, and it'll probably make it a lot easier to edit too. But this is, in theory, the process. Is that still SpongeBob? There you go. Just entire wall.
Oh my god.
Just for you. And you can't escape it, because... Oh god.
Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah. So that's also being
That's
worked on too.
amazing.
Someone mentioned Living Lobby. I should mention that. Yeah, Living Lobby should be partly ready for this release. I think like there's just that feature of like traveling to that person's plaza that's still not done. But I think we're ready to re-enable that, especially since you've got the chat now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna show the last thing, right? Is it? Yes.
I've
pretty much
lost track.
It's pretty much the last thing. Pull it up.
Still good for me, yeah. Anyway, how's your day? Tell me about everything you did.
So I guess this is my thing now.
Yes.
The arcade.
Yes, it is finally now the arcade.
So after I finished that mini golf map, I've been working on the arcade. I've been working on machines, some of which are new from last time. Actually, a lot are new from last time. And we've also completely redesigned the interior of the arcade, which you can see right here. It's all very work in progress, and it has a long way to go before it's ready, but this is in active development now. So Matt can walk around and you can kind of get a feel for the new layout, and you can see the machines that I've been working on.
God, it looks so good.
So we got a claw machine right there. That's pretty self-explanatory. We've got, see, I'm not synced with the video, so it's kind of hard. Maybe you can describe the machines.
I can. Well, I'm at the wheel one, the coin one.
Yeah, the coin one. So the coin one is the game. You put a coin in it, and you hit the button basically and try to get into one of those slots while the thing spins around, and you get a certain amount of tickets depending on where it lands. So that's a very simple game. We've got a claw game where you just move the claw around to pick up a prize. And instead of getting tickets, you just get prize directly, I believe, for that one. So it's kind of unique. We've got a skee ball game over there too, which I finished like a month ago. I'm sure everybody's played that in real life. You throw a ball into one of those cup things and you get how many tickets you get depends on which one it gets into. We've got I'm trying to think.
You just tell me. Well, I'm at the Salmon Says.
Okay. We've got Salmon Says, which is basically like Simon Says, but a fish with a wizard hat tells you like what order to press it on, and then you do that. So there's that. We got Burb Sky, which is like a 2D. I think it's like a platforming game.
Yeah, it's
Am I right?
Crusaders type thing. Yeah, themed by that.
Okay. We have the Hammer game.
Yeah, the strength.
It's actually called the real life name of that thing. It's called a High Striker machine.
Oh. Okay.
So you take a. Apparently, that's actually what they're called. If anybody's ever wondered.
Oh.
So there's that. Then there's another 2D game, which is like a multiplayer game, I believe, which is called Galaxy Police. So like 2 people could sit in there and play the game together.
I think it's got four controls here. Oh, yeah, probably 2 people though.
Yeah. We have. Can you? All right. Well, I'm trying to think what else we have. Oh yeah, we have the Stack'em game. Oh, yeah. We have the Stack'em game, which I don't even know how that game works. I just made the machine. It's some kind of another 2D game thing.
It's like a prize redemption game. You basically have to like wait for the lines to show up, and you have to hit the time, and you got to keep stacking up all the way to the top. And usually, they're completely rigged. So like the very top one.
Let's not be too mean with ours.
No, we're probably not gonna be mean about it. We're gonna probably have we're gonna have high scores for all this stuff. So I think what will be more interesting to see is how fast people can stack it.
And then we have. Can you show them the new one, the spinning one that I just made?
The spinning.
So we have
the drop one.
The dropping one. So this is, you've seen this one in arcades before. So you have a certain amount of balls and you hit the button to drop the ball and you want to get it into the holes that give you more points. This machine is going to have a kind of aquatic theme, which is why the wheel has like a whirlpool looking thing on it. And I tried to make the balls look like fishing bobs with their like red and white thing. That was like the idea. All of this is very work in progress, but that's the last machine I was working on. And then there's the Dizzy machine, so you can show them that. And that one basically the lights kind of spin around, and you want to hit it like press the button at the point where you'll get the most tickets.
Yep.
So then there's also the Wheel of Fire is a recent one that just got made too. So that one you push the lever and try to get to stop on the one that gives you the most tickets. It has a cute little mascot, like a fire guy with buck teeth.
This is
who
probably
likes
the
to burn
most
things.
Gambly like one there is, though. So,
yeah, it is.
It's just
Casino fans will just go play that game. So then there's that. We also have Whack-A-Mole. We've got Whack-A-Mole, so you know how that is. You hit the thing when he pops out. And we also have the basketball game, which in our game is called Super Hoopers. So the basket can move back and forth and left and right, I believe, and you try to. Yeah, it's still being made. So you try to score baskets. Did we show everything?
I feel like we did. Yeah.
I think we got everything. There's still more stuff getting made. It's going to be really cool. Yeah. Can you show them the prize desk area? Like right central in the middle of the arcade, it's going to be the prize desk. Obviously, it's not done yet, but like it's like always there when you're playing games. You could always see what you could get, but never be able to get. No, I'm joking. Hopefully, you'll be able to get everything.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of prizes.
Oh, the 2D. Show them like the classic cabinets. Because they're in their own area. Oh,
right, yeah. Over here, there's like the classic cabinets.
All those are the same. They don't have any like cabinet art or decals on them yet, but they will.
Yeah, when we make some games for this.
Yeah.
Also, like, we plan to still have workshop support if things go well with these types of things, so people can make their own. But we'll see how that goes still. That's still our plan.
Yes. I think we covered everything. So this is what I've been working on after I finished the mini golf map. So this is my thing now,
Yeah.
and hopefully it'll be the team's thing too soon. So
Yeah, I'll be working on it right after the workshop stuff. So we should have some more like streams with the games working and stuff soon.
I think it's safe to say this is the next big feature after workshops all
Yes.
kind of squared off.
Yeah,
that's
so
what I
hopefully
was
this-
thinking too. I just didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure if it.
Typically work on like 2 or 3 big things at a time, but like this will probably be the next to come out.
Yeah.
Boy, all right. I think that's
Is that it?
it.
Oh boy.
Oh, I
I think
guess
there's
the
one last note. Apparently there is a Kingdom bug fix patch coming soon. I don't know if that's in the next update or not, though.
Yeah, that's right. I made a bug fix patch for Kingdom's bugs like over a month ago. It's just been sitting waiting to get released. I know some people, I don't want to name names, but some people are really into Kingdom.
Hmm.
And they've been frustrated by the balls getting stuck in funnels. Well, I don't want to like put anybody in the spot or anything.
Called out.
No, it's not bad. It's my fault. There's bugs in the map, but it's most of the big ones are fixed, so that'll be out in the next patch.
And there was also an update to Garden as well. And there was an update to something else too. There's a lot of fixes for things that are in that, and it's all on Trello, I believe. I guess it's still up to date. Might have to do another pass of all the things that we've changed, because we've changed a lot of things and may have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that was a lot. Hold on, I'm fixing this skee ball. I'm really angry.
Okay.
There. I wanted it to work. I wanted to roll the basketball up the skee ball for no reason. It better work now. There we go. Now I feel better. I feel accomplished. I did it.
There you go.
Oh, all right. So I guess a quick recap, and then we'll close it off.
Mm-hmm.
Global chat is coming out. We got chat across all the servers with moderation tools. That's coming out. With game join messages, which allow you to instantly like see if someone started a server, as long as it was public, of course. If you make a friends only server, it won't show up. We got the workshop editor with all the workshop stuff, with workshop player models and workshop items and all that good stuff coming out. That's gonna be next update. What the? Oh,
Oh.
someone in here. I don't know if my message. Oh, there it goes. I'm 0 though, because I'm in the editor.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the Steam build. That's why.
Yeah. We got emotes coming out. We got the teleporters, or what are they called? Transportation items. We've got an update to Smooth Dirt. Matchmaking stuff, where we pop the plaza out of, or sorry, pop the Game World ports out of the plaza onto its own server. And then we got some mini games coming out. Just kind of generic theme mini games to keep you happy with the plaza, and they'll probably be running around for a while until the next event that happens, like Halloween and stuff, because we'll still probably be doing Halloween this year. We got some new items, a lot of new items, and yep, patches. I think that's it for that update. Patches I can't entirely remember right now.
Sounds like an action-packed, fun time.
Yes.
Fun action and fun.
Yes.
Fun and action.
And it shouldn't be too long before this is out. We gotta fix a few things, playtest some more, and then we should be ready to go.
We won't give specific dates, but soon.
Soon. We're trying to get it out as fast as possible. So, if anything, we're working like around the clock to get this out for you guys. So, it should be very soon. But we don't want to rush it and like, especially the workshop stuff. If we like release the workshop stuff and then it breaks the game, that's gonna be bad. So we're gonna take our time on that. But yeah.
Yeah. And as always, feel free to leave any questions at our forums, and we will get to those as well.
I will answer one question about the Halloween thing real quick. I don't know how much we're going to change the Halloween update just yet, but I do think we're going to change some stuff. And I do know that the items from last year will make a return. So, yeah, that'll be a thing.
Cool.
Yep. All right. I think that's it. We're done.
We're
Closing.
tired.
We're tired.
It was a lot.
There's a lot to show off. We're really excited, but also
Bunch of
very tired.
stuff. So many things. Have a
Yeah.
good night, everybody, or a good morning if that's where you are, and if you're so inclined. Eat your vegetables and
Yeah.
take care of your teeth. It's important. No,
Brush
you
your
don't want
vegetables.
to be 80 and have no teeth, so stay
Your
with
teeth.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for watching,
Have-
everyone. We'll see
have a
you
good
soon.
weekend.
Hopefully, we'll have another stream soon at some point.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.